Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Nicole, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a simple day-to-day everyday makeup look. This is normally something I would wear like out with friends. Majority of the time I wear it to work because I go to work every day. But yeah, whenever I just feel like putting some makeup on, this is just a look I do. It's simple, it's easier, it's more lightweight compared to like full coverage makeup, which is what I really like about it. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. And all the products that I will be using in this video, I will list in the description. So here we go. So first, I'm gonna start out with some primer, and this is the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. And I usually use this one because my skin nowadays is really dry. And anything hydrating I try to use to keep the dryness at bay. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, like so. And I'm just gonna put it all over my face. I'm gonna be using my mini mirror and my eyeshadow palette here too, so I'm able to see a lot better, so. So prior to putting on my primer, I washed and moisturized my face. I just use Cetaphil to wash and moisturize. So first we're gonna go into brows. I do brows first all the time because it's just easier for me to do the rest of my face if my brows are out of the way. My brows used to take really long. It used to take me about 20 minutes to do my brows and be satisfied with them. And I remember when I first started doing my makeup, I used to outline my brows with the concealer first and then fill it in with the pomade or the pencil or whatever I was using. So for brows, I'm gonna be using this is the brow pomade from Ulta. This is their brand of pomade. So it just looks like that. This is in the color Warm Brown. And it just kind of looks like that on the inside. I've used a lot of it. This is probably one of my favorite ones. So I just take a bit on my, this is the angled eyebrow brush. And it just comes with the eyebrow brush and the spoolie at the end. So I'm gonna try to get close to the camera so you guys can see well. I shaved off the end of my eyebrows because recently for my full coverage looks, I've been doing straight brows, but today we're just gonna do the arch brow. So I always start at the top of my brow first and draw the line like how I want it to be. So like that, and then I draw the bottom. The piece fell on my eyelash. And by the time I get to the front, I just start blending. For the front, I like it to be more of a ombre looking effect. I don't like the front to be too dark like how I have the end. Then I'm gonna do the other one. When filling in my brows, I don't pay too much attention, or I don't try too hard to make the perfect shape because that is what the concealer's for. So it's really just to trust the process with my brows. That's my entire brow process. I'm just feeling like so. If you hear noises in the background, it's my dog. So I just kind of brush out the front. And then I just fill in any spots on both of my brows that are dark enough. All right. And then to outline my brows, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This is the color Cool Tan. And this one is almost about the closest that I could get to my exact skin color. But I actually like this one because it is just a little bit lighter. Almost the same shade, but just the smallest bit lighter. And I take my concealer brush, try to get close again, and I just go underneath my brow. When outlining my brows, I usually only outline the bottom because the top, I don't know about y'all, but the top for me never is a problem. It's always the bottom that I have to kind of clean up and fix here and there. And then I just kind of drag it down. So I'm gonna do that to both sides. And then I kind of go in the middle just so it doesn't look off, or it doesn't look, off track. Because I know if you miss the middle part, it's just going to kind of be like one part is darker than the other. And I don't like that. So I take my Beauty Blender and I blend in. It's a lot easier for me to blend in with the Beauty Blender than it is the brush, because there's still more product on the brush. Okay, those are my brows. And next is for the base. So, like I said before, this look is coverage, but not full coverage. Like, this one I don't use for the base. I don't use foundation. I use this, I'm gonna show it in a bit once I get all the product out. I use concealer for this one, and this concealer is exactly a great match to my skin color. This one is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Creamy Concealer, and this one is in the shade Medium Dark. So I just kind of take that on the back of my hand on the Beauty Blender, and then I just start patting. I like how this one lays flat, and I also like how it creates a light look. It's still a base, but it's not as heavy as any foundation would be, or a full coverage foundation. So you see the difference. Like, it's it covers, but it isn't heavy. It isn't overbearing on my skin. And now I'm just gonna do the other side. The other side of my face, my chin, and my forehead. Cover that little pimple up there. Just want to make sure I get it everywhere, and if there isn't a place I missed or that I didn't pay attention to. So on my forehead. All right, and next I conceal under my eyes. So for this concealer, I use lighter concealer to kind of brighten underneath my eye and on my outer corner. So I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the color Creamy Beige. So I'm just gonna take that. A little goes a long way, so I don't take a lot. And I just go a little bit there, and then a little bit out there. A little bit here, and then a little bit out there. I do a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Just natural highlighting points where the sun naturally hits your face. My cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. I take my beauty blender and I start blending. I used to be scared of highlighting because I used to think that I was going to highlight way too much or have like a white cast, almost like a ghost underneath my eyes or like around my chin, around my face. So I used to kind of shy away from it, but now I've learned a little bit goes a long way and not to use too much. So after using the lighter concealer, I'm going to be taking the Spun Loose Face Powder. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my beauty blender and I'm just gonna go under my eyes. Or any place that I put the concealer, any place I've highlighted. When I first started doing makeup, I used to bake because my skin was really, really oily. It was obnoxiously oily and I had no way of getting rid of it. Then my skin went from oily to being combination to just flat out dry. So now I work with drier skin and I try to moisturize as much as I can. but to level it out enough to where it's not overbearing to my face. And like, just trying to make sure that I'm not packing product on instead of getting it within my pores and letting it actually work for my skin. So just a little bit on my chin, a little bit here, and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And the smallest bit on my forehead, whatever's left on my forehead. So since I don't bake, I'm gonna take this large brush and just kind of brush it away, brush all the excess away. Once I have done that, I'm gonna move on to the next product. So after that, I usually do highlight. I'm gonna try something a little different today because I have a newer product. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me because I've bought it and I haven't used it yet. So this is the Kylie Jenner bronzer. I don't even use bronzer, but I'm gonna try to make a change and try new things. So this is the I think she calls it the Kai bronzer. And this is the Pressed Bronzing Powder in Tawny Mami. Looks like that. And the color is so, so pretty. It's such a pretty color. It's just like that. I really love the packaging as well. So I'm gonna take this large brush, this large fan brush. And I'm just gonna sweep just a little bit of product onto the brush like so. And I'm gonna tap it. I'm gonna go along the natural contours on my face. So just a little bit goes a long way. I barely brushed it and it already did what it was supposed to do, what had to be done. So I'm gonna do a little bit on my chin and a bit on my forehead. Cause in my opinion, I have a big forehead. Not a forehead, but a 5 head. You can't see it cause my wig is on, but so I think that adds a really, really pretty natural contour. So after the bronzer, I go in with highlighter. This is probably the best highlighter that I've ever used. Out of all the highlighters that there are, this is probably the best one I've ever used. This one is straight out of the drugstore. It's the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. And this one is in the shade Golden Flower Crown. A little bit of this goes a long way. I really, really love this product. Just brush a bit and then I'll tap it. You see all the extra product? I'm gonna sweep this on my cheekbones, along the bridge of my nose, on my other cheekbone, a bit on my cupid's bow because I really like how it brightens my lip, my top lip, and a bit on my chin. So that is it for the face. That is it for the base part. Next, I do a small eye look. So for this one, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. It's like shimmery shadow. It looks like this. And this is in the shade Flirty Birdy. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my hand, on the back of my hand, like that. There it is right there, if you can see it, like that. And then I'm going to take a small brush. I'm gonna take a small brush like this. And then I'm just gonna put just a little bit on my inner corner. You're able to see it, but it's not as loud, which is what I like about it. But it is also a nice base for the other thing I'm about to do. I will show you in 1 second. So I just kind of pack it on there a little bit. It goes on damp, so you have to wait for it to dry. But you don't have to wait that long, maybe a few seconds. And to brighten up the inner corner of my eyes even more, I'm gonna go back in with this highlighter and this brush Take a bit on my small eyeshadow brush. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm gonna go in on my inner corner and just pack that highlighting color there. See the difference? I think the gold is a very, very pretty. It's almost like a soft glam look. Like a soft glam color. I think it's really, really pretty and it adds on a really, really nice touch. So to blend out that part right there, to blend out this part right here, I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. There was pink eyeshadow on it. And I'm just gonna brush it out a bit to blend it a lot better so it's a lot softer. So here, see how this one's more fanned out and then this one is just stuck in one place. So I'm gonna blend on the other side. There we go. And for lashes, if I'm going for a natural look like I am today, I'm gonna use mascara instead of lashes. So I'm gonna use the Tarte Maneater mascara. Load it onto my lash brush. And I'm just going to thoroughly comb through my lashes. So once I feel like there's some nice volume there, I go and I put the smallest amount on my bottom lashes. Just about that much, if you can see it. Just about that much. And then I apply mascara to the other eye, like you're supposed to do. I used to hate wearing mascara when I first started because I used to think, what is it doing? It's not doing anything. But apparently I wasn't putting it on right because it goes a long way. And for lips, which is the last thing on my list, for this look, I go for more of a softer look, like you can see. So I'm just going to be using lip gloss. This is the Broadway Ultra Lip Argan Oil Lip Gloss. Anything by Broadway. I have the Argan Oil one, the Vitamin E oil one, the Rose Hip oil one, the coconut oil. I absolutely love these glosses. So I just apply a nice coat. I'm not even gonna say a thin coat. All my friends make fun of me because they're like, you put lip gloss on every 5 seconds. You can never go wrong with a good lip gloss. So I put that on like so. And that is the finished look. And of course I spray on setting spray, but I don't know where my setting spray is right now. So this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be coming back within the week or next week or so, coming back with more looks. Let me know what you guys want to see, if you have any special requests. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next video. Bye.